And now, moving to the lower body, let's do that with a good stretching out of the hips, once again, feet farther apart, and really working in a circling hula hoop in both directions, working the hips and the spinal column, breathing and releasing. Good, working through all of the tense and the sore places. And now, bringing our awareness down to the knees. Again, a joint that we tend to ignore until it's injured. And if you have had injuries in the knees, be careful about doing this. Again, a little hula hoop on the right knee, starting with the right, as if you could make gentle, and you can, make gentle circles with that knee. Gently circling, and then gently circling in the opposite direction. Keeping the rest of the body relaxed as best as we can, circling one way, circling another. And then as the joint becomes more lubricated, you may be able to extend the range of motion, strengthening the tendons, ligaments, bones in the knee, breathing and relaxing. And then moving to the left knee, a little hula hoop again, just gentle circles, circling around, breathing and relaxing, bringing energy, movement, strength to this particular joint with great care, with great care. And then circling them center, breathing and relaxing, and then circling them out, breathing, relaxing, finding the full range of motion for you today. And then the two of them together, circling, and this is a great warm-up for anybody who's going skiing, slaloming, breathing and relaxing and moving those joints. And the movement, of course, goes all the way up into the hip and down into the ankle, but it is primarily in the knees. And then bringing the feet together, and now working the knees, circling the knees again. And this is really kind of like the skiing movement. And you're working all the way down into the ankle as well, breathing and relaxing. And now focusing on the ankle as if you could circle the ankles, and you can. Very small movements, circling them around, working out the kinks, bringing energy into that part of the body. And now we'll focus on balancing as well as circling. So raising the right knee, and you want the leg fairly parallel. And here, I'll bring a chair back in, just in case your balance isn't up to it by itself. You can always use this as an aid. So you raise your knee parallel to the ground, and the best thing is, don't lean on this, but if you need it, just keep your hand here for support, and so you can catch yourself if you lose your balance. Otherwise, you can do it without. Okay, and when I'm talking and doing this, my balance is not so good, so I may need some support as I'm doing this. But you start with circling, and hear the good cracking, working out the kinks, circling the feet on the ankle, working that ankle joint, breathing, relaxing. And then toe down like a ballerina, and move the whole lower leg one direction, and then the other direction. And then opening up the hip joint, circling again, and toe down, circling. And then moving the whole hip, rotating the whole hip, losing my balance here a bit, circling the hip one direction, and then circling it in the other direction. And then bringing the knee down, working out any kinks in the leg, and shimmying a little bit, loosening up the body, and focusing now on the left leg, bringing up the leg and circling on the ankle joint, circling the foot, working out tension, strengthening that ankle. I used to have a lot of trouble with sprained ankles, and since I took on this practice, I believe it has helped immensely. So, circling now with toe down, circling, and then opening up the hip and circling first on the joint, and then toe down, circling it around, and then gently circling the whole hip joint. Whoops, losing balance here. Circling, and shaking it out, working out any kinks in the ankles and the feet. Good work. And now, a final stretching exercise and balance exercise of the spine and standing, the lower body. So lace your fingers together, stretch the palms out, raise them up to the ceiling, and feel the stretching throughout the body and relaxing the breath, relaxing the shoulders, and then gently moving onto the balls of your feet and then back down. And then gently up to the balls of your feet and back down. And if and when you can, raise to the balls of your feet and hold it there in a balanced position. And then stretching the arms out and coming back down and shaking it out. Now for a final movement, this is one that I want to work into gradually. For me, it's one of my best balance experiences, balance positions. And this is a standing squat. And so what you do is you extend your arms out. I'll do it like this. Extend your arms out and gently release into a squat. Breathing and relaxing. Just work your way down into it. Notice the sore places. See if you can work them out through relaxation and breath. And then come up onto the balls of your feet. Hold a position. And then gently begin to release into the squat. Breathing and relaxing. And for this, it's of critical importance, for me at least, to really choose a point of focus with my eyes out in front of me. Focusing intensely really helps balance. Breathing, relaxing. Talking while I'm doing it does not help balance. So breathing and relaxing until you reach the full squat. And then very gently beginning to rise again. Slow, gentle movement upward, breathing, releasing up to the full extension. Good cracking, and then releasing down. And then shaking it all out. And now take a moment just to enjoy the sensations of working the spine, working the lower torso. Notice any changes that have taken place as a result of these movements. Notice the breath. My breath became a little more vigorous, a little shorter as a result of these last two activities, which take more energy. But still throughout it all, I was able, for the most part, to maintain a calm, easy breath, breathing and relaxing, enjoying the sensation of being alive in this body. So that ends our segment of the spinal column and the lower torso, and we'll move now into circular self-massage lying on the floor on your back. So come back, join me in moving.